Welcome, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. This video is about the reality of what we're facing today in 2019. White identity extremists and extremism around the world, and a lying epidemic. The righteous people of the earth cannot allow evildoers to get away with telling lies, untruths, deceptions, deceit, and doing all this wrongdoing. We cannot allow that. If you believe that the kingdom of God is within, as I do, then you should know, as a righteous person, that what we see before us, what they want us to believe, is wrong. And so we're going to speak in terms of truth and reality when we talk about certain events, regardless of how anyone seems to dislike it. We are going to call a spade a spade. We are going to call a white identity extremist just that. This is the new black media. Family, this video is about the Norway Mosque terror attack by a white identity extremist, where the suspect is remanded in custody. Or Norwegian man suspected of killing his stepsister and opening fire in a mosque near Oslo this weekend was remanded in custody on Monday, suspected of murder and a terrorist act that police say he filmed himself. The man, identified as 21-year-old Philip Manshaus, appeared in the Oslo court with 2 black eyes and scrapes and bruises on his face, neck, and hands, probably obtained when he was overpowered at the mosque. Police say he has, quote, extreme right views and xenophobic positions, and that he had filmed the mosque attack with a GoPro camera mounted on a helmet. The Norway incident comes amid a rise in white supremacy attacks around the world. That's exactly why we call them white identity extremists. But for some odd reason, the evildoers here in America want to deny that title, and they want to instead place it on people who it doesn't even apply to, namely the traditional black Americans, the people who built this country. But I digress. Manshaus is formally suspected of murdering his 17-year-old stepsister and of a terrorist act at the Al-Noor Mosque on Saturday, August 10th, 2019. Allegations he has rejected. In Norway, being formally named as a suspect is a step prior to indictment. Manshaus entered the courtroom smiling at cameras, wearing dark clothes and his hair cut short. He asked to be released. His lawyer, Uni Fries, said after the hearing, quote, he rejects the allegations and exercises his right to not explain himself, she said. In other words, he's trying to push his white privilege, but that's not working. The court cited reasonable grounds to suspect Manshaus had committed the criminal acts and remanded him in custody for 4 weeks, as police had requested. Police official Paul Frederick told a press conference that Manshaus had worn a helmet equipped with a camera during the attack, which was filming and has provided us with important evidence. The court said he will be kept in complete isolation for the first 2 weeks. Manshaus is accused of entering the mosque in the affluent Oslo suburb of Bærum armed with at least 2 weapons and opening fire before he was overpowered by a 65-year-old man who suffered minor injuries. Just 3 worshippers were in the mosque at the time. Hours after the attack, the body of a young woman was found in a home in Bærum, and police on Monday identified her as Joanne Hansen, Manshaus' 17-year-old stepsister. Local media said she was of Chinese origin and had been adopted by the companion of Manshaus' father. On Monday, Norway's domestic intelligence service said it had received a tip about a year ago about Manshaus, but they chose not to act on it. Isn't that just how the police do when it comes to white people? He did a race war post. Shortly before the mosque attack, a person identifying himself as Philip Manshaus had posted a message on the End Chan forum calling for a race war to be taken from the internet into real life, or, quote, IRL. The author said he was selected by, quote, Saint Tarrant, an apparent reference to New Zealand's mosque attack suspect Brenton Tarrant, accused of killing 51 people in attacks on 2 mosques in March. End Chan confirmed on Twitter that a man claiming to be the Oslo shooter had posted material on the forum. Well, family, I'm going to end this video off here, but as you can see, these white identity extremists are extreme. This is the new black media. Peace.